just makes absolutely no sense to go from next level to full. Alright, let's get this shit started, baby. We back one some motherfucking game. We got Relentless. We're gonna be watching UDYR. Alright, we're gonna be watching the deer in the jungle. Kane going top, Ahri mid, Vayne and Thresh bot. These two bot, Thresh and Vayne, you know, with the Kane deer, it can go really bad. If they lose bot, it puts so much pressure on top to make sure he doesn't miss any CS and to, you know, pressure that lane hard depending. Oh, there's the hook onto Ahri. Let's see if she decides to flash. She's gonna get bouncing blade. There's the exhaust. She's gonna have to. She gets body blocked and probably gonna get follow flash. Minion wave already spawned. Looks like they were going in for the invade, but they back off, and looks like she's not gonna get the kill. So now Ahri has to back. UDYR picks up Toad. It is warded. Blitz gonna come around the side. Oh my god, this is real, guys. Rip. Rip. We dead, boys. So right there, Nocturne's gonna have such a big lead. There's nothing he can do about this. Has the back. Yeah, you gotta love Blitzcrank. Alright, so with him having the back, and probably doesn't have enough for his item. Yeah, doesn't have enough for his item. Buys a pink ward anyway. Don't know why, but I think he's gonna ward his blue. Nocturne has a free pass to go in for the jungle. Oh my god. Toucan, it says no. So I don't know if he got a leash or not, but he just got rectified on that camp. And now it looks like he'll be able to pot up and get a little bit of HP back. But UDYR hasn't even done blue, but he's still level 2 and he can still farm up. So Wolf, I'd probably do Wolves instead of doing lead Toucan because it's just a struggle. Big struggle. Alright, so this is like a throw lane right here. Oh, there's the hook, there's the hook. Double hook central. Boom, there's the uppercut. Looks like Thresh is gonna get healed. Exhaust drop. Tristana going in. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but she is supremely dead here. Tanking 3 minion melee. What the fuck? Oh my god. That was unnecessary. And it looks like that's gonna be a double kill throw by Tristana. That was some next level shit. But there's level 3. Toad's up. Could go smite that, but his smite's actually down. Use it on blue. He's gonna come over here and probably do this camp instead of doing what do you call it? He might as well. I mean, he's gonna have red for a longer period of time. His blue will run down pretty quick. Yeah, one thing I fucking hate playing UDYR today. I'm not gonna lie. You know, there are times when lanes like epically feed over and over, and I just can't handle it, man. I just can't handle it. Then I gotta walk into like fucking what do you call it? Because it's Diamond 1. Like when you play a Diamond 1 or Diamond 1, Diamond 2, whatever, it's the same shit now since they took out the Clamperino. You know, where you can lose and you can drop fast, easily get demoted into Diamond 2. It's pretty much the same shit. You know, if you go on a losing streak, you're fucked. But it's pretty much the same people. You get some masters here or whatever. But you know, they just the feed levels. But the difference between that elo and this elo is that you're able to carry this game a little bit easier, a lot easier actually than up in upper elos, because that's just the way it is. People, you know, don't know how to finish games. They make mistakes. Their mistakes are a lot worse than, you know, the people at higher elos, but it's still in the, you know, same range. It's like, holy fuck, you know, this. But yeah, the carrying is definitely a lot easier, and that's gonna get stopped by a robot rat, and I would be pretty upset about this. Definitely go back and get my Trailblazer. Rumble has that telly.
Oh my! You like these nuts?
Durka
Sherma, like a fucking fanboy.
Shermka. Welcome. Thanks for subbing. But yeah, it is definitely different, guys. I mean, did you watch my last game? It was a fucking throw. I threw the game. I can't blame my teammates. I was bloodthirsty. I wanted to kill shit. I wanted to flip somebody and bite the motherfucker and take his HP down from, you know, 50% to 1% with that bite alone and be like, oh, and say that. And then a couple more dives, couple more throws, couple 3v5s, you know, bathing in fucking rumble oats didn't help. So we ended up losing that game. And you only have one person to blame. There's no one else to blame. We threw that game. It's simple, and everyone else is doing the same thing. So they, it's one of those lost games where, it wasn't full try hard. It was more like full fucking let's everybody. Like I said, it was a team fucking throw, and that's something you have to understand. But the difference between, trying hard and not happening, holy fuck, it's a different ball game. Maybe you're the guy trying really hard, that you're 10-0, and your teammates doing what I did last game, but everybody's doing it, but you're the only one. When shit happens like that, but okay, and another thing is in lower elos is that they don't even know they're doing that. Like at the game you just watched me throw, like we know what the fuck we're doing. We're throwing that shit, boys. But that game, no, don't ever waste your time ganking a Katarina unless you're super fed. Unless you can get a charm on, ignites up, so he's gonna do a little taxation. But at your elo, it's just it's full out TDM. Gold 1, it's borderline. But the lower, it's just they don't know. They don't know any better. It's just gonna continue to happen over and over. It's just gonna be throw central, and you have to be the guy to either capitalize on that and clean it up, or put enough pressure. Because a lot of times when team fights happen, they don't get anything out of it. They don't get any objectives. I mean, if they get a dragon, but if they're getting every single dragon, that could be a problem later on, because you don't want to just give dragons for free. But they're usually, what do you call it? What's that word I'm looking for? Blah 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 blah, blah. Non-existent in this elo. So if you can play jungler, that's easy to get it. Of course, you won't be able to do the Pantheon thingy no more. Oh shit, there's a pink ward in that bush. You see the oracle's on top of his head, and he's gonna drop a ward. Don't know if he sees it, but the oracle's gonna go dipset on out of there and rip. Alright, so Nocturne, he needs to do this quick. He needs to do this really quick, but it looks like he's not gonna make it in time. It's gonna be very close. He doesn't drag it into the bush, so Nocturne's gonna be able to get free shots on him. If he smites this, he's gonna be able to get HP. So let's see. Nocturne gets it. He's gonna be able to kill out Gridiron. Ari needs to ult right now. I don't know why she's fucking saving it for. Goes in. There's the flash. There's the ooh, nicely done. And they're both gonna go down. There's the dust. I mean, paranoia. So the big mistake there was not dragging it into the bush. As you're hitting it and just walking down back towards over here, putting it in this bush so he has no vision. Currency X, welcome back, my friend. Thank you for subbing. So it looks like Blitz is going to die again. So bot lane 3-0 looking pretty good. Katarina has the back. Nocturne doesn't have his ulti. So yeah, blue's up. Nocturne probably, if he was smart and realized that, oh, UDYR did a late blue because Blitz grabbed him. He could have maybe went in straight into the blue, taken the blue, UDYR be screwed, but he didn't. So he's just gonna stay in this jungle, and that's another thing that I haven't done a lot is invade. I do it a few times. It really depends. A lot of junglers, you can punish them if they back, and that's something to look at. But I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't want you guys to throw. If you guys are not good with the, timing. When people, finish this camp, and go back and stay on the bot side, hit their level 3 after those 3 camps, and then go back, get their jungle item, and go straight to their blue. So I wouldn't worry about that. What I would worry about is sustaining jungle and getting through it. So right now, this is gold 1, so it's borderline plat. I think he DK'd, he said. He's made some mistakes. He's died 1 time. He got grabbed by Blitz. Doesn't have his jungle item, and it's 8 minutes in. He's really close. He could actually go back and pick it up right now. Nocturne's actually, like I said, staying in his own jungle. So if he picks up his jungle item, he gets into a fight. He can start stacking. You want to get all these stacks, and you want to try to, help your team. Let's see. He's going to max Phoenix, and he's going to go for Turtle Sand second. So that's good. He has Ghost. Ghost is going to be able to keep up with targets. But the reason why I say go back and pick up your jungle item before doing your red buff is because if you buy your jungle item right now, come back out, you do your red buff, you have red buff for a longer period of time, and red buff is more important than every other buff when you're a jungler. When you're trying to carry, red buff is the item. It's your shit. It is fucking everything. It's more important than whatever. Boom. Oh my god, this dude is rolling the Kayn right now. The Kayn has 27 CS. Nass is gonna get turned on. 1, 2, 1. So that's a good thing he didn't back. And there's the flash of Reno. Looks like he's just gonna get pencil dicked once, and then he's gonna get pencil dicked twice, and he's just gonna run away. So not gonna be able to get that kill. I don't know what happened top lane, but this Nass has just got, I mean, Null Mantle, rip, 1100 gold, has enough for a Kindle gem, so it's gonna give him a little bit of CDR. But look at that thing. That thing is the fucking, that's the twig right there. The twig is level 5, and he's getting pushed back so hard 11 minutes in. So that's the, you know, it's the opposite actually. It's NASA's losing, and looks like his Vayne Thresh are going to carry this game. But it's only a matter of time before Nocturne comes down and gets a double kill. Then everything goes fucking down the drain. Boom, there it is. Nope, they're going to back off. Looks like Thresh is going to take the turret. Bye-bye, peace late. There's 1-2. Let's see if she decides. Auto attack, man! And there you go. There's the throw. All she had to do was just auto attack, or just at least one time. Vayne had flash, didn't flash out. Probably could have saved her life, but didn't. A lot of CS gonna be missed. Robot Rat shows up bot lane to clean up this CS. Dragon. Who got Dragon, guys? I missed that. I guess UDYR got Dragon. No. Oh no, I can just click on their names. Okay, Dragon for the blue team. So stack item. Time to analyze. Now, at 12 minutes in, you look at top lane. Rumble, yes, 0-0-1. He doesn't have 100 CS. You know, 100, 110 CS, 100, almost, or 120 would mean your next level. Meaning you'd fucking, you're beast if you have 120. 110 would be like, God, man, this guy has farmed like a monster. You know, 100 at 12 minutes, really good, really good. But you see how nobody has farmed. This is something, you know, most people don't understand. When you watch my last 2 or 3 stream games, I don't know if you watched them, but I think I commentated on them, you know, at the time and had really good games. But you don't have to get Triforce. Remember that. You know, building Triforce would, you know, could be really bad. It could set you behind when somebody's really farmed. You know, Katarina stacks with a Blast of 1, Amplifying Tome, you buy a Phage, it doesn't give you anything, or you decide to go for a Zeal, it doesn't give you any type of stats. The Phage gives you a little HP. So if we look at the build, he could actually just go Kindle Gem right now and a Glacier Shroud. And what that's going to do for him is give him 20% CDR, little mana, HP, get him closer to that MR item, Spirit Visage, or if he wants to go for a Locket. Locket right now would probably be the best bet right now. With top lane struggling, boom, there's Katarina, there's the Nas button, she flashes out, there's the Paranoia. Ari's going to go down, they're going to split some gold. Nocturne does have his stack item, and he's getting really greedy, so he's probably going to die here. 1, 2, 3, gets the kill. 1, there's the Lantern. Oh, no, he's actually going to get that. Nicely done. Nocturne fail, flashes, and actually right-clicks downwards, and he has no mana, so he's going to have to back. Nothing he can do about this, so he needs to just stay back. Stuns him. He might go down here. There's the, oh, Tristana, and Ripperones, and Peps, the hook, and Rip. Oh, hits the tower, late a bitch, gets shut down. So big mistake. He should have just stayed alive and not died and went back and instantly healed and went back out to start stacking his jungle or look for the guy lanes that are easy to gank and easy to farm. And if you look at Tristana, she's died 4 times. Blitz has died 2 times. So that's money right there. That stacks regardless if, you know, whatever. Because if you kill somebody on an enemy team right now, it only solves the game. Meaning you're not going to get much from it unless you have a big wave. Dragon comes up. You might be able to pick up a dragon. Or if you kill the enemy jungle, you might get the red buff. But all in all, you want to stall this game out because Nasus is struggling hard. Unless you have full control of this game. And UDYR does not have full control. You have full control if you're like level 11 and you're just straight up beasting everybody. He decides to buy a Phage. Now, if he's not 21 in defense, I don't know what his runes and masteries. I'll check after this game. You know, it's not bad because, you know, but, you know, when it comes to, you know, Unspeakable Horror, it's not a big thing. It's not like a fucking, you know, a fiddlestick sphere. I don't know how, I don't think it's that much. And Tristana's not going to jump onto you, but you have the Rumble Slow, the knock up, which doesn't really, oh, well, it's not going to do shit, the hook. So, all in all, you know, you would buy the Tenacity, the Mercs, if you bought them first and then went for like a Kindle Gem, just to get that, you know, so you're not slowed down, plus get the MR, buy anything, because you don't have time to be CC, especially after making, you know, a couple mistakes. Vayne is 5-2, you know, but any given time, something bad can happen. Nasus gets ganked, 3-man top, and goes down. So, you know, he needs to continue farming, needs to at least clean up this CS right here. Ari's not there, you know. Either UDYR needs to go top and clean up the CS, or Ari goes top and UDYR holds mid. You know, you got to tell him what to do. So they're going to back off. Now, the only bad thing about this, right, what we see here is the jungle, the mid laner, and top laner are top lane. You have vision on them. UDYR picks up his red buff. They don't come. They're coming in here. They're not doing shit. They're not pushing. They're looking around. They didn't even get the tower. Ari's going to frontal check. Well, they're going to get this. Gets deleted instantly. No wards in their jungle. So He takes his double golems. Nasus needs to be a little bit careful. Level 7 to the Rumble 10, you know, that's a struggle. Now, you have to make up for these people. There's the Paranoia. He has no ghost. There's the Unspeakable Horror. Gonna go ahead and drop the stun. The Metal Pencil Dicks. There's the Lantern. He's not gonna get to it. Peace. Late. There is Katarina on Thresh. And looks like he's gonna die unless he gets his hook onto no double golems there. So rip. Late bitch. And there's the Equalizer plus Death Lotus. Overkill on such a support was probably not needed. Now we take a look at mid lane. Now it's struggling, you know, it's snowballing right now. You know, there's no wards in the jungle. UDYR's getting caught. He decided to buy Phage and not buy Mercs, and this is why I said to build tanky right now. Because if they're blowing, if they're in your jungle and they're coming at you and you're surviving this 3-man fucking onslaught from the mid, top, and the jungler, then guess what? Those 3 are chasing you top lane, which means it's leaving Vayne out in the field. Nasus is struggling, leaves him top lane. And Ahri, of course, dead, and Thresh should do whatever the fuck he wants, save somebody, do something. But you know, that's why you have to build tanky. And this is the type of shit that just drives me crazy. But for UDYR, you know, he probably doesn't know, you know, at some point what to do right now, and you know that's understandable because you know at this elo it is definitely a struggle. But Vayne is doing really well right now, and you can put your chips on her, and you know, not go all in right now, but and if you did that, you would just need to be able to kind of stall this game out for another 10 to 13 minutes. And it's going to be a big struggle. Let's see. Ahri going for a DFG. Nowhere near it. It could be the Athenes, but 108 on the CS. It's whatever. It's all right. But Katarina stacks 7. I think that is 9, my friend. So she's going to be doing a lot of damage. Deletion. Very strong. Top lane, double buff on Relentless Whale is just going to burn the Doge. The Deer coming in. He does have the smite on the League 2 can. And looks like Relentless loves to get greedy. 1, 2, flame. Metal Pencil Dick coming out. 1, 2, taking minions. And there's the shutdown, the double buff. So, see, little things like that. See what Rumble did is he got greedy. You know, he really wanted Nasus. What is the point on trying to kill somebody you already dominated when you're already 2 or 3 levels above this guy? And especially when it goes from, you know, chasing your 305, your ward something, you have double buff, and you do something like that. That right there, this is when you know, capitalize on that mistake. You're the same level as Rumble, if we're talking about UDYR, and you tax this lane. Oh, when it's Rumble, oh, he's doing so well, that means at 18 minutes, he's going to have a longer death timer. So now you pray to God nobody dies in on your team, and you tell them to back off. And now, with Rumble dying, and when you push in top, this is what I'm talking about. So, if your team was safe, backed off, and you hurry up and push this lane, you're going to force somebody to go top lane. But, of course, they don't know, and they might not know this. And look, boom. There's Tristana just going in hand. Blade Order King, she goes forward. There's the Dustbringer, doesn't land. There's the melee form coming in. Holy fuck, I don't understand. Katarina shows up. So all they had to do was stall the game. That's all they need to do. It's 16-9. There's no need to fight right now. So Rumble does have teleport. So he's actually probably going to port in, but his tower is probably going to go down. So he's going to have to save that. Katarina Blitz coming top river. Ahri no mana. UDYR doesn't give 2 fucks and looks like he's going to take this tower. Has a point in Tiger. I guess for the extra attack speed. And there's the Death Lotus exhaust dropped, and the Bouncing Blade's going to finish him off. Let's see what Rumble decides to do if he decides to go in. He could actually fight both these guys. And he doesn't. So he's level 12 right now, but Ahri's not having a good time. Warwick would have a similar win rate if he had a higher rate one. Warwick would have a similar win rate if he had a higher. I don't think so. I think this new jungle item made him. You know, trust me. I played Warwicks in solo queue, and you just punish them motherfuckers. Or when it came before, trust me. When you play against experienced jungles and everybody loses, the feeling of just seeing, you know, playing Warwick is. Trust me, I felt it. I know that feeling. You know, I've been playing this game for a while, and. You know, if you're playing against the Nautilus jungle, I'll recommend, yes, his win rate would definitely increase. If you're playing against Nautilus junglers, Warwick junglers, you know, people that are going to let you in, hit level 6 instantly. It's just that, you know, the feral hype. I just matched him. You know, I remember one time completing my flare stacks at 30, and then he's at fucking 12. Like, yeah, where you at, bitch? And then next thing I got 30, like 30 flare completed with like 40 stacks on top. He's at like 2. But then again, you know, it comes down to, you know, your team. You know, yeah, he just. I guess it really depends. But, you know, if he plays against a Pantheon, Pantheon can just shit all over your whole team. You gotta remember that too, and especially a good Lee Sin. So, overall, you see the build. He's gonna go pick up a Frozen Heart. 5 points in Turtle. He's gonna be able to tank, and that's a lot of armor and a lot of, well, enough mana to get through. Stacks 21. Blues up. Looks like he's not gonna give it to Ari. Ari's got DFG, which is really, really, really good, really needed, because if that one target gets caught off and gets DFG charmed, that's a lot of damage. You know, that's gonna be put on that target. So you want to delete somebody, make a fight a 5v4. Whoever the hell this is, Thresh comes in. There's Vayne. Gonna go ahead and 1v4. There's a Blitz ult. She's gonna bait into Equalizer. Gonna go down instantly. Ari off to the side. UDYR pushing bot. UDYR, if he's gonna push bot, he was probably better off going Triforce. It's a little bit, might be a little bit too late right now to go for a Frozen Heart. He's not gonna do as much damage to the towers, but if he's 21 offense, it'll be enough to, you know, for this part of the game, I guess, you know, 21 minutes in. I see his gold 600. So yeah, see, like if you look at this turret, and if he has smite up, so he should go smite this and get the extra damage from the tower, and for that tower damage. Rumble might port in, but he probably won't waste it. He's still top lane, doesn't really care. He's gonna stay on it. Turtle, is he gonna throw it in Turtle? Alright, Tristana's coming bot. Looks like he's gonna die here. Yeah, he should have been throwing it in Turtle. I don't know why he wasn't throwing it in Turtle. He's gonna walk right in. Boom. He's just gonna go out. Let's see. Blitz gonna miss this hook if he decides to blindly do it. No, he's not. There's the hook, and doesn't get the uppercut. He's just gonna walk right out. Much wasted. There's the ward. And it looks like Vayne is very smart and you're gonna push mid. Blitz is gonna hold this. 3 people top. So when 3 people, okay, here's another thing that, you know, what do you do? Like, if you're the blue team, you got such a lead, 48 seconds. I think Dragon is a must, you know, at this elo. Because it's a free buff. It's pushing power on minions and monsters. It's gonna help your jungler do more damage. It's gonna help you, you know, I guess if you're split pushing or just pushing lane now, it's cleaning out the waves faster. So these guys, what are they gonna get top lane right here? They're leaving UDYR out in the field, do whatever he wants, and Vayne over here doing whatever she wants, and Blitz might die here. What is he doing? Holy shit. So there's the telly from Rumble. It's pretty much wasted right here unless he lands the most beastified Equalizer, and rip. So that right there only stalls the game out longer. And we look at top lane, so blue team is definitely making a mistake. What they want to do is force a team fight. You know, what can we do to get these guys to come to us to make it easier, instead of, you know, watching these guys fucking turret hog while we try to figure out to do something. And I think that's really bad, you know. And I'm not gonna say, yo man, you just dive right here, you know, you just fucking dive them. No, it's, we all seen the plays. Yes, this might be gold, might be a little bit better than silver and bronze. But hey, you know, this is why if you're, you know, if you're winning early, like the blue team is to pick up these objectives. Drop wards deep. You know, if you siege down, you know, I look at the comp. I kind of lost because sieging at this elo, you know, it could be a fucking, it could be just a mess. A mess, because, you know, if you go down, you end up diving them, and then boom, you give up. You just saw what happened that last team fight. Another fight like that's gonna happen, and then the blue team's gonna lose control. You know, Nocturne, what is he building? He's going stacks. He's going for a Randuin's next, which is fine. Now blue team's setting up for this. This is what I want to see from the blue team. You know, after this, you know, it's gonna give them that extra push power. Oh no, they're up 2 dragons right now. I just now realized that. And if they decide to go in there, there's 3 dragons, and well, he's dead. There's the charm, there's the orb, there's the flash in. Almost gets a kill. Paranoia and the tether are gonna do a little bit of damage on top of that. Ooh, they're gonna fight Blitz, and looks like they're gonna get out of there. So that's 3 dragons right now. So, you know, this is how I see dragons. The worst shit goes. Okay, hold on. I don't know what happened here. So we're gonna see Vayne. You just gotta watch Vayne. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. After RA dies and UDYR, well, he's gonna leave. Thresh comes over here. They catch him. 1, 2, and there's the flash in. The metal pencil dick landed onto Vayne, and she gets 5-man knocked up. By Blitz, Thresh gets dropped too. So UDYR is gonna try to split push, and the gates are gonna be breached. We got 1, 2 top right now, and they're pinging top. See, like, why are you pinging top right now? See, by the time he goes top, and it's just him and not his team, because they decide to go for the chase on UDYR, they're not getting anything out of these team fights. They picked up 3 dragons, which is perfectly fine. You know, your thing is, do you know what to do with 3 dragons? You know, if I'm playing the deer at this elo, I'm like 3 dragons. You just gave me 5% movement speed for free. Worth. You gave me the level 2 dragon. Worth. I'm gonna have, you know, if I split push, I'm gonna pressure the fuck out of you. I'm gonna just run it down your throats. And there's the cane, gonna go down. More like the twig, but yeah. And then the first dragon, of course, giving you 8% AP increase, and on that AD. You know, it just gives you a little bit of and then the 4th one is the one you gotta be, well, of course the 5th one, but the 4th one is the gates. Ari gonna get worked. There's the tower. So they decide to go top the shield from the turret, and there's Vayne showing up. So, you know, he made this call. Rumble made this call, and he had 1 guy follow him. UDYR decided to push mid. What did the other 3, Nocturne, Katarina, Tristana do? Decided to chase him. UDYR decided to go top, and then boom, NASA's fucking no mana decided to stay there. I don't know why he just didn't back and say fuck it. Looks like, you know, they're done with the fight in mid. They're chasing UDYR. I'm just gonna go back and heal and not die, but instead he dies. So it's somewhat of a struggle. But guess what? They don't get shit out of these fights, and it just drags the game on over and over. So, you know, if you're stacking dragons, don't stop to, you know, stack dragons. You know, if you're playing assassin and your team's fucking throwing, be there to clean it up, but don't be the first guy to go in, because it's definitely like a supreme struggle. Like, when you snowball, you snowball. You know, if you're fucking playing, say, Nobunaga, and you're 5-0 and your team sucks, but you know you're letting them go in first and you're killing everybody, you have to snowball your lead. You have to not make mistakes and not make stupid decisions by going in and dying over and over, like what we're seeing, or you know, from this game, because every game's going to be different. You know, every champion does different shit, and I can't tell you how to finish the game. Like right now, I'm kind of like, how the fuck is the blue team gonna finish this game? I just don't see the blue team winning this game, unless the fucking Vayne goes fucking D-lift mode and queues into a rumble ulti, or gets flashed on, or just gets hooked in, you know. But this game right now, I just feel no control from either team, you know. But you know, right now, 3 dragons up, you know, you can't beat it right now. And UDYR's gonna chase a Tristana. Let's see if she has that. No, doesn't have it. 1, 2, gonna go to Nocturne. Probably needs to throw it in Turtle to tank a little damage. There's the tether. Finally throws in Turtle. Whenever you get the chance to, yeah, you know, throw it in Turtle after maybe dropping the double proc on the Phoenix, so you're able to tank a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. So he decides to buy Alacrity. Alacrity, such a bad buy. I think right now you gotta be urgency. You got fucking places to go. Shit, you need to open the gates. So you gotta be able to run out of there. So I think a Home Guards would have been a better buy. I would like to see him finish Triforce right now. I definitely would like to see him finish Triforce. He finished Frozen Heart, which is fine. Decided to buy Kindle Gem. I guess that's fine too. Double AP comp. So we look right here, we have a fight. So nobody has died yet, but Ari's kind of low. Vayne's half. Fresh taking a little bit of damage. There's the charm. The pencil dick coming out, and looks like the hook, and that's not gonna land either. Nasus, he's top. There's Katarina with the flank. Boom to the back. The hook lands, and she's gonna Spirit Rush out of there. And there's the exhaust. The Zanya's, the charm being wasted, and looks like that's gonna be 2 kills. So what does that do right now? Okay, another thing is, remember guys, when you're in these little skirmishes in the enemy jungle, if you're Katarina, Blitz, Rumble, and if you get this fight, what do you get? Like, okay, you had a minion wave here pushing, but Tristana and what do you call it here? So I guess that would have been good. You might have been able to get mid. But a lot of times when these fights go down and there's no minion waves pushing, you're not getting anything out of it. Remember that. You know, you got to think about it. You know, when it comes to making decisions at this point in the game, if we team fight right here, you know, are we going to get a tower? Are we going to get an Hib, another dragon for our 4th? Or can we get Baron? Do we do enough damage? Who's alive? Who's dead? Where's this guy at? UDYR looks like, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Tristana doing some real shit, goes down. Vayne should be able to kill this guy. And there's the Kane. Could probably be stacking. Let's see if Relentless Will comes in. There's the Bear Stance. The Flame Spitter, not going to be enough. And she's going to lifesteal off this. But that's still 2 That's a turret, but 3 people going down. I think Blitz went down, so 4 people went down there. Vayne 11-5, Last Whisper completed. Got a Vamp, another Vamp, so that's probably going to be a Bloodthirster, and then maybe a Phantom Dancer and Shiv. And I'd probably get a Shiv on Vayne. Ahri, build's kind of fucked. It looks like that might be a Abyssal. But UDYR is, only, the way UDYR is playing, he's not in it. He like, if anything, he's just 1v1 in Tristana, like earlier, and the Nocturne showing up. So finishing that Triforce would be nice. He already has enough for the Sheen, which is 1200, and all he needs is 1178. If you take 130 off that, there you go. He's about 1040 off that Triforce, and once he gets that Triforce, he's going to be a threat. He's already taken the bottom and bottom outer and the inner on the blue teams, and then when this shows up, he smites this and he picks up Elixir. He'll be able to open the gates, but he has no open slots. That's another thing. When you're opening the gates with the deer, you want to have that open slot for the Elixir. So it looks like Blitz gonna come down bot, Decaying coming down bot, and Dragon spawning in 15 seconds. So definitely cannot afford to give this up. So when it comes to the struggle, and there's Nasus, the Unspeakable Horror with this, the Lantern, and not taking enough, and there's the ulti from Nocturne, the Paranoia, and there's the stun into the wall. She flashes out, the hook onto Blitz, and there's the ulti slowing him down just a little bit. Will she be able to get it? She gets feared. One auto attack, if Thresh would just drop and get this bitch dead. There's the heal, the hook, and let's see if Thresh is able to save his AD carry, and there's the Sinister Steel, Ripperones. We're gonna put some pepperonis on that. And there's the KS by Blitz Crank. So Nocturne dead, Rumble dead somewhere else. I guess he died in the mid lane, but or did he die right off the bat? So Dragon's up right now. What do they do here? It is warded. Decaying does have teleport. Will he go in for this? I fucking go for it. You gotta go for this. You gotta go for the jungle item. They already have 3 on you. This right here will delay their 4th dragon. Now, when they get 4 dragons, it's increased damage to buildings and towers, and that's one thing you don't want to give up. Not only will it give them that much damage, the later the game this goes on, the more range Tristana's gonna get. So Rumble shows up to the party. He has to go in for this. Nocturne's not there yet. He's got to ignore this dude. He's going in right now. He's going in, boys. He wants it. He's not gonna get it. Gridiron gets dropped before getting that dragon. Holy fuck, the Hookerino and the burn. He doesn't have a lot of MR, does pick up his locket. So this game just became even harder for the blue team. Blue team's trying to figure out how to finish this game. With 4 dragons, it's definitely going to be, not too hard. It's getting there. Why it's getting there? Because this is why. When they decide to siege, and Tristana's level 18, she's going to be able to peck the tower. It's only a matter of time before Baron comes into play and somebody goes for that, and that could be the throw factor. And if blue team gets it, and with 4 dragons, and then the 5th one's coming up in 5 minutes, the red team has to play for the 45-minute game, where death timers are so long they can win a team fight, but they got to keep every single inhib. And that's the type of shit, if you don't understand, that's the late game. That's the gates game, and this is why you learn the gates, and you learn the very on what to do, when it comes to stalling and trying to win a game like this. Because, people are clueless. Boom, there's the Paranoia, the lead gonna get worked. Blitzcrank ult gets that, and oh my god, he's gonna hit the minion, get some reduced cooldown, decides to go over, gets hooked in. I don't think that's young Riptorino. No double lift right there. So it was looking good. It was looking good. I was liking this. The way he's playing, Triforce would have been definitely a good addition, but instead finishing Locket, which is what, 20 something, 2k plus, and then Frozen Heart 2k plus. So at least getting the pieces. That's why maybe a Kindle Gem and a Glacier Shroud and an Old Mantle. But looks like Ahri's gonna go down again. There's a Flame Spitter in her face. Will she be able to get out of this? And the burn, not enough. And then Blitzcrank off to the side. Oh my god, I don't even know what the fuck that was, but I don't even want to know. So looks like Tristana's 1v1ing a Thresh, and that's gonna be game. That is gonna be game. You're gonna need a miracle to catch up from this shit. So I did, like I said, I did favor the red team because, you know, but, you know, as dragons are being picked up, these dragons and barons are just making, that's the reason why they're going to be, you know, coming through. You know, there is still a chance for the red team to win this game, but they cannot give up that 6th baron. You know, Rumble, 157 CS, 33 minutes in, is not so good. Nasus came back and has more CS now. Boom, there's the hook onto the cane, or I mean the twig, and a rip. Now Tristana probably is level 18, so there's really nothing they can do. And UDYR now has to run from Tristana. Are you serious? Rip a Rones? And that's game, boys. And as you can see, the game has stopped. So at this point, there's nothing they can do. So let's do it like a recap. Alright, first off, when it comes down to Vayne players and low elo, when it comes to AD carry, positioning, and all that shit, when it comes to team fighting, when it comes to fucking solo dolomite shit, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. If you don't have a plan, 10 steps ahead, knowing that shit might go down here, and you're not pressuring, you know, the way you play, look, you know, if early game he realized that Vayne was doing well, and Vayne would be a target, and he kind of kept kept his eye on to him, and you know, didn't stack too hard and kind of like baited Vayne. Like Vayne did die what 2 or 3 times in those little skirmishes. You know, whenever shit was going down, and where was UDYR? I don't know, probably doing his own thing. But if he was there in mid lane and went to tank build and was able to understand that, okay, Nasus might be kind of, you know, getting screwed, but after killing Rumble a couple times, well, Tristan, I guess, you know, the triple kill top lane they had over here, you know, if he was able to just add up all these mistakes and watch this AD carry and see how, you know, she played, and it's just not 1 or 2 things, you know, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my god, it's just so much shit to go through, you know, it'd be you know, he'd be able to somewhat control this game, because if one of your teammates are gonna go down, especially the guy that's doing very good, you have to clean up after whatever happens in that shit, or you're there for the peel. And if you would have built the glaze and not the phage early and did something, you know, or you know, you were just there for Vayne, you might have been able to win this game. Other than that, you know, just giving up 4, you know, it's just 4 dragons and a baron is just rough. The 5th dragon was very soon, but you know, at one point in this game, if you rewatch this gridiron, you'll see like, oh my god, you know, I favor the fucking, what do you call it? Yes, you're down 2 dragons or 1 dragon or whatever it is, but just by looking at the way the blue team played, they were struggling. I didn't think this Tristana was anything special, but anybody can play Tristana when, you know, she has fucking 4 items and she's level 18 because she has the highest range in game. I think like over 9,000. So it's just a lot of things. Split pushing works in LCS, and also if you're gonna split push like the way you're doing, you're probably better off finishing Triforce. You might as well have said fuck it. You know, if you would have finished the Triforce, you might have been able to put more pressure and put more damage onto these turrets. Especially if you're split pushing bot lane, you gotta use your smite onto this camp right here. This will give you the extra damage. Of course, you probably already know that, to try to take this tower faster. Let's see, I'm lagging a little bit. But other than that, you know, if you have any questions, I'll talk to you in a bit, alright? Let me see if there's another one.